Christine, you want to review Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story that just came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it this week. It's not that many episodes. I don't know if there were 6 episodes or 8 episodes or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I think it's over anyway. Anyway, I really, really enjoyed it. I liked it better than Bridgerton.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bridgerton itself, the stories are kind of a bit silly and not really about anything too major. But this one was deeper, I suppose. And it was about this Queen Charlotte. Because in Bridgerton, the Queen is in Bridgerton, but she's like, 40 years older or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it does show her and that same actress and a couple of the actresses from Bridgerton are in it. They show that time period, but most of it is back when she first came to England to marry the king.
Mm-hmm.
And and the king has problems. Now we see that a little bit in Bridgerton. We never really see the king much, but we know there's issues there. Anyway, so I really enjoyed it. I think they did a great job of it, and they do address, like in Bridgerton, there's a lot of people of color and everything, and everybody knows at that time there wouldn't have been, and it's never really addressed in Bridgerton, but in this movie they do address that.
Is this character Queen Charlotte in Bridgerton?
That's what I'm saying. That's her as an older person. She's in Bridgerton. Mm-hmm. Now this is her when she first comes to England. Mm. And it also has Lady Danbury, who's a main character as well. And it shows her beginnings as well. So it actually does address the race thing. However, unfortunately, this is not really what happened. And there are apparently different people argue about Queen Charlotte herself. Was she a woman of color? Was she part a woman of color? There's still the argument out there. There's portraits of her, but people argue that they painted her whiter than she was. We don't really know, I suppose, because there's arguments about it as to her heritage and everything. But in this film, she is black. She's a black woman. And therefore, they call it the Great Experiment. And they bring her over. And now they have to invite a bunch of black people to the castle. Mm-hmm. Because they're saying this is the norm now. So it dives into it a bit. But the problem was at that time, England, slavery was still making them all really rich. Slavery wasn't abolished until 100 years later or something. I don't know. It didn't happen that way. Unfortunately, it would have been nice. I think we would have had a lot better world than we do today if things were really like that. But still, it's Bridgerton. It's not supposed to be that serious. But anyway, it's beautiful too. But I did enjoy it. It's about mental illness, essentially, a lot of it. Mm-hmm. And women back in that day when they were basically sold off to be wives. Even women that were the head of their country, they were still treated like cattle almost. Yeah.
Well, that was the norm at the time.
Yeah, and then making
we've
their
moved
way.
on from there since then.
Well, some countries have. Anyway, so I really enjoyed it. I liked it better than the other Bridgertons, although the handsome guy wasn't in it. But still.
Do you want to spoil any of this?
No, I say watch it. If you like Bridgerton, you'll like it. And I thought it was really good.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
What rating would you give this?
Oh, I don't know. I give it a 92 for sure. I really liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen Bridgerton either, so I have no comments on it. But let us know what you think of Queen Charlotte Bridgerton story. If you agree with what Christine had to say or not. Anyway, let us know.